Hello and welcome, people. Um, we're here for Eerl round 8. Should be a very exciting race. Yeah, welcome to the stream. And yeah. As we're just already not now, we've got full quali and then 36 laps around Mexico. It's going to be a very interesting qualifying and race. Right, I'll start speaking now. We'll just quickly do something. So we've got 20 drivers here tonight then. It's great to see these full lobbies in league races. There's going to be action all over the grid, I hope. Guzak League was so slow. So we've just got a couple of cars coming up for outlaps then. Well, so we've got full qualifying, Q1, Q2, Q3. So if you don't know how full qualifying works, if you're new to F1 league racing, we're just aiming to see who's in the bottom 5 once everyone's crossed the line, so P20 to P15. And then obviously they will get knocked out and their qualifying won't be over until the race. See what YT Tex can do for a set to 1. He's the first one to start a time lap, I think, and they're always tie. I'm being really nuts. I don't know who's where. I just got bored with it. Tex, who does a 29.2 first sector. And then through the famous sets 2, the S section of the track, where you can invalidate a lot with strict track limits if you go just a little bit wide, especially through here now as the text goes a bit wide but doesn't invalidate, gets DRS. And there's a 58.5 sector 2 as you come through the stadium section now, probably my favourite part of the track. seeing all the fans and stands and everything. Then round the final corner, up to the line, and the benchmark's going to be a 1:18.7. So, who will beat that? Yeah, I've got 1 second, peoples. 2 seconds. I'll keep you on board with someone on an outlap. Sorry about that, guys, but I am back. So Seb's gone quickest with a 1:15.6 in the Red Bull. And we've got the Ferrari of CC Esvin in P2, Dave Extreme P3, who's improving by 3 tenths apparently through sector 2. Might be able to jump up to P2 if he can get the stadium section right. It's just a tiny bit slow, but oh, as he invalidates! Let me get the track map up on my iPad. Who else we got on the first flyer? TZ. That's Tiz. I don't know how to say that. I'll just call you TZ. Through sector 2 then. There's a 58.8 in the Haas then. Obviously it's realistic performance, so you won't see a Haas in P1. Well, I hope not. I don't know who's just jumped to P3. I think it was Gamer. Yeah, it was. And then VB Thomas went P4 as TZ then was P9, then drops to P10 as Seb retires from the session in the pit lane. I think he did, yeah. As Guzak Legal goes quickest by 3 tenths with a 1:15.3. Who else we got on their first flyer? We got B Oliveira with a 28.3 first, 28.5 first sector. See if he can get P2 or jump up to P1. Not like it matters in this first qualifying session. All that we care about is Q3 at the moment. Obviously we care about who goes out in Q1 and Q2. It's a 56.5 sector 2. It's a pretty decent sector 2 from B Oliveira here, as he's gonna come through the stadium section. I hope he doesn't invalidate on the final corner, and he doesn't. So now he's just got the run to the line, and I think it's gonna be on only P3. I was about to say I think it would be P2 or P1, but only P3 from the Mercedes driver. Who else we got doing a lap? Anyone close? We've got Viho through sector 2 then. Well, sorry, through sector 3 now, but was in sector 2 a couple of seconds ago. So hope he doesn't invalidate on the last corner, and he doesn't. Keeps it nicely in track limits. It's going to be a sprint to the line now. And he goes P4 with a 1:16.1. That's a brilliant lap time from Viho there in the Ferrari. Why is there a yellow flag then? I think it was the Aston Martin just letting people through. Just trying to get a track map up pretty quickly. We'll go on board with Ty, who's invalidated. We won't go on board with him then. Stay on board with Man City. Through sector 1. See what he can do in the house. Obviously we're not expecting anything massive from him, and he does a 29.2 first sector. Obviously not the greatest first sector, but you can't really expect a lot when he's in a Haas. Is Twitch peak on a lap? No, he's pen. Viho? He might be pen. Let me get the tyre thing up. As Coolio looks like he's the only one on the mediums at the moment. Unless someone changes tyre. Human beats coming down into turn 1 as Man City invalidated. CCS in. Oh, Sezvit, sorry, sorry, my bad. About to say, you want me to look at him, and then realise what you meant. Sezvin, alright, I'll try to remember that. Apologies if I don't. I'm very bad at remembering stuff. Let's watch Human Beats then through sector 2. I've got the track map up now, so I can tell you what quarter he's on. It's just coming up to turn 7 now, in the S section of the track in sector 2. It's currently a Mercedes 1-3 then in Q1. Obviously, as he invalidates Human Beats going over in turn 8 or 9, I think it was. But we've got Itex now in the Aston Martin P15. Not been a great start so far for him. He'd like to put a decent lap time on the board, you would imagine. And as he improves by 5.3 tenths, he could be in with a shot of jumping his teammate here. Man City goes P14 with 1:18.5 and Itex jumps to P11. Improvement of 9.8 tenths. There's Coolio then. I think he's backed off. He's not going awfully quick. Yeah, he pits. Got Human Beats who's done a 28.5 first sector. Let's hope he doesn't invalidate where he did last time. I don't think he's using the RS. Oh no, he is. There we go. He wasn't going out for a moment there. So he doesn't invalidate where he did on his first lap. And he's kept it nicely in track limits so far. And does a 56.9 sector 2. It's apparently purple. So could he maybe stake a claim for pole here in Mexico in round 8 in the Eerl? As it's the dash to the line now for the Red Bull driver, who goes P5 of a 1:16.1. As Jair Gamer retires in the pit lane, I shall imagine. The Velocity invalidate? No, he hasn't. One of the 3 drivers still trying to set a lap. Well, Cryptic Sway hasn't come out yet. As Velocity through the stadium section and into turn 16 now. And since turn 17, as he rides the curb a little bit, might have lost him some time as he does a 1:16.8 and he's up into P9. So if qualifying was there now, he'd safely be through to Q2. Let's watch Ty then. Through sector 1 as he's just coming up to turn 1. And into turn 2 now. It's the dash to the end of sector 1 with DRS wide open. As he does a 29.6 sector 1. As he goes a little bit wide there, but it's not invalidated. But that would have lost him a load of time because he was very slow when he went wide. as he does a 1:05 set to 2. It's going to be the dash to line now for Ty. It's not going to go anywhere. He's put a lap time on the board though, but would be out qualifying at the moment, as we've got Cryptic Sway finally on an out lap with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to quali. Well, Q1. Did he invalidate both laps? No, he didn't. He just invalidated his first time lap. Sorry, not first time lap, out lap. As Dave Extreme, I think, just jumped to P7 as Cryptic Sway cuts the corner and invalidates. So Coolio pits then. Got Border Bold, who's invalidated. Got Seven coming through Sector 1. Will he get any improvement? And he's found 3 tenths of improvement in Sector 1. Can he keep it though? Up until Sector 2, maybe gain some time through Sector 2. Through the S section, the track, into turn 11 as he throws it through turn 11. Might gain him a lot of time there as he does. He's found 3.7 tenths improvement on this lap. As long as he keeps it nice through stadium section, this could be a decent lap here for Seven. And the Ferrari, of course, needs to bump his time up just a little bit. Currently P9. And goes P5 with a 4.5 tenth improvement. Who else have we got? Itex maybe? I think he's on a... yeah, must be on a flyer. Might get a decent toe off the Haas here, but you might catch him as well, so Haas might have to get out of the way. Because obviously it's realistic performance. As he invalidates. So we've got Man City then. Is improving by 4 tenths. So could jump a couple of places here if he finds a couple more tenths in the stadium section. As he goes a bit wide on the exit at turn 16. As he's going to come across the line to go P16 with a 5.5 tenth improvement. Got Twitch Peak, who is on the lap here, but locked up through turn 2. Will he find any improvement? And he's got 29 hundredths of improvement through Sector 1. Keeps it nicely in track limits. So everyone other than Cryptic Sway has set a lap time, or unless he's got a quali ban, I have no idea. As Twitch Peak invalidates, so he's going to stay where he is at the moment. King Arthur, if he can find a bit more improvement, a couple of tenths, about 3 tenths maybe, could put his his Williams into Q2 and he goes P14. This puts YT Itex under a bit of pressure now. He's got a Border Board cutting all the track. Just quickly flicked onto him and he was doing that. Human Beats coming through Sector 2 now as Ty retired from the session, so he's out of qualifying realistically then. Man City on another lap? He might be. So, just a couple more drivers then coming around to finish laps. Itex is out qualifying, so at the moment King Arthur's through to Q2 in the Williams, but Coolio's span and he's hit border bold, I think that was. So, Corley, it's Man City invalidates. So, unless TZ can do something about this here, the King Arthur and the Williams could be through to Q2. As I think TZ's backed out. And he has. So that means King Arthur and the Williams is through to Q2. What a qualifying so far from the Williams driver. So we'll just wait for TZ, or TZ's car, to be pulled into his pit garage. And then we'll get underway for Q2 shortly. So, 5 drivers out then are... Oh, it takes minute through. I was being really dumb. I forgot the format of qualifying. So, 2 Haas's then, in front of... Well, P16 and P17 are in front of the bottom 5 that have been eliminated. So, it's Man City in P16, TZ in P17, Coolio P18, Ty P19, and Cryptic Sway P20, who didn't set a lap time in the end. But it's Guzak Legal who's dealt the first blow in this qualifying session. As we've got a couple of drivers that are making their way out for this Q2 session. But what a start to qualifying for King Arthur. I don't think he'll be too bothered if he went out in Q2, but he's managed to put that Williams through into Q2 so far. But would he get through to Q3? I wouldn't put any bets on him getting through, but you never know. It's F1, anything can happen. Because we've got 5 drivers out at the moment. Coming out for out laps, there's a couple more. Just start to exit the pit lane as well. So Velocity then is going to be the first one to start a time lap in this Q2 session. If you've only just joined us and are new to how full qualifying works, the bottom 5 will go out, so P15 to P10, but Twitch Pete won't go out, he'll be in the top 10 shootout for pole. But at the moment, Guzak Legal then was fastest in Q1 as Itex disconnects from the session and his car's parked up on the track. Okay. So Velocity just has to avoid it. Oh no, he's been disqualified. Oh my god. Itek's got disqualified after he got disconnected, so he'll be P15, I think. Velocity then will be the first one to set the benchmark lap. Anyone on the mediums? We've got a couple of drivers on the mediums. 7 to be exact. As the text joins back, must be a disconnect. It's a 57.3 set to 2 for Velocity then. Man in the Alpine. This Borderboard's binned it, so I think he's just died. Velocity then to the line. It's a 1:16.7, which is the benchmark that people have to beat now. As Seb beats that by a tenth and a bit on the mediums, but he won't mind. Who else we got setting laps? Yeah, Gamer who's invalidated, but he did throw it through that corner. That was impressive from the McLaren driver. As Sezvin has gone P3. Apologies, I missed that one. It's King Arthur then, the man that's through to Q2 in a Williams. Should be very exciting to see what he can do in this Q2 session. Whether he gets through to Q3 or not is a different question, but we'll have no idea. But it's on the soft tyre. One of the only drivers on the soft tyre. There's 6 on the soft tyre at the moment. Everyone else on the mediums, other than Borderboard, who retired. As he's gone really wide there, would have lost him a load of time. As it's a 58.3 set to 2. As he locks up there, I think. As he's gone a bit wide, lost him even more time. He went wide in set to 2 as well. But to the line for King Arthur, who'll go P5 with a 1:18.4. Who's going to be next across the line? It will be Viho, who's invalidated. So that means it will be Twitch Peak on his first flyer of this Q2 session. Who can we go on board with? Guzak Legal on the mediums. Will he jump up to P1 and go fastest in this Q2 session? I reckon he's one of the contenders for pole at the moment, as he goes quickest by 5 and a bit tenths. Sorry, 4.9 tenths, nearly 5 tenths though. Because yeah, Gamer is a 1:30.4, but I'm guessing he backed off on that one. As Twitch Peak does a 28.6 sector 1. It's saying it's purple. We'll stick on board with him through sector 2. As Dave Extreme, I think, just crossed the line with a 1:17.1 on the softs. But Twitch Peak has kept it nicely in track limits so far. Don't want to jinx him, and I haven't yet. Going to come up to the line for sector 2, and it's a 57.0. It's apparently purple again. But you never know with these stupid glitches in F1. Thanks, Co-Masters. It's going to be the dash to the line then for Twitch Peak. And he's got P3 with a 1:16.5. That's a brilliant lap time for the Alpine driver. I know he's on the softs, but still a pretty decent lap time. As Human Beats has done a 28.4 sector 1 on the softs. I think he's backed off. we've got B. Oliveira coming through sector 2, looking to maybe put his Mercedes comfortably through to Q3 and probably try and jump his teammate or go P1. Sorry, P2. Can't get my words out or say the right words at the moment, but B. Oliveira then around turn 16 into turn 17 now. He's going to cross the line now and goes fastest. I know Guzak Legal is on the mediums. That's probably why B. Oliveira's got such a massive gap to him at the moment. 5.5 tenths to his teammate. As we've got VB Thomas, I think he's going to be pitting. And I might be right on that one. I think Yuma Beats is going again. He looked like he backed off on his first flyer. So see what he can do for his sector 2. I'm expecting a massive improvement, because obviously he's a couple of seconds off the pace because he backed off, and he's gone 6.6 seconds quicker. In sector 2, so we'll just see how he does in turn 16 and 17. It'll be the dash to the line for the Red Bull driver. Oh, as he hits the wall and invalidates. And he would have been on pole as well. Well, fastest in Q2. Oh, that's probably heartbreaking for him, as Sezvin to the line. Improves by 2 tenths, but doesn't improve on his position at all. Apologies. Perfect Pondon is out for its first flyer. 5 minutes left of this Q2 session. There's Perfect Pond then through sector 2. Keeps it nice in track limits, has a little snap on the exit. Does a 58.5 sector 2. This is Perfect Pond then to the line. He goes P10 with a 1:18.4. Couple of hundredths. Sorry, a couple of thousandths, I think, actually. Yeah, a couple of thousandths to King Arthur in P11 at the moment. So I think we've got Seb now coming through sector 2, and he's improved by 7.4 tenths through sector 2. Seb round turn 17, it's crossing the line and goes quickest by 2.3 tenths. Looks like it's going to be a big scrap between Red Bull and Mercedes here in Mexico. The J game is improving by 1.4 seconds in sector 2. Yeah, gamer to the line then. Nearly spins and goes P4 with a 13-second improvement because obviously set a really slow lap because he backed off or something. Oh, as King Arthur locks up massively through turn 1 and 2. As he's improving by 20 hundredths. Dave Extreme gets out the way very nicely there on his outlap. As King Arthur's gone wide, that might have lost him a bit of time. As he's backed off, yep. Human Beats needs to find some pace to get into Q3. He's down by 1/10 at the moment. The Sabotage from session. He's going to be comfortably through to Q3, sorry. As he's up by 6 seconds in sector 2, but Dave Extreme, I thought he was going to hold him up there, doesn't. Gets out the way very nicely. And to the line for Human Beats. Goes on to P2. Could Red Bull get a 1-2 in qualifying here? Obviously I know we're only in the end of Q2, but Guzak Legal just done a purple set to 1. As he's invalidated. That might be his last shot of going quickest in Q2. Obviously it doesn't really matter because it's only Q2, not Q3. King Arthur's up by a 10th apparently. Oh, he's down by half. A 10th and a half. When I can get my words out would be very nice. As I think it's back top. Yeah, game's retired. His time could be under a bit of pressure as King Arthur's locking up everywhere. This is to the line, but only can get P12 as Perfect Pond. Didn't come out again. So, Sezvin is under a bit of pressure here, not to get knocked out in Q2, but VB Thomas is invalidated, so that's it then. For qualifying 2. Just wait for a couple of people to get to the line. Yes, CC has been, Sezvin pits because he knows he's through. Just waiting on Guzak Legal to come round. Is he pitting? Yeah, he's going to pit, so once his car's in the pit lane we can start Q3 and once we load in. As the first drivers start to make their way out for Q3 then. I think every team has 2 cars in who's in the top 10 at the moment. We've got 2 Alpines, 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls and 2 Mercedes drivers. An impressive Q2 then from Red Bull managed to go P1 and P2 in Q2, but can they do it again in Q3 to start 1-2 in the race? As Seb then trying to get past, locks it here I think, or is he going to, no, he's sitting back and probably going to back off now. So as first couple of drivers start their timed laps, as Viho backed off from his one. So it's going to be Seb to come through and set the first time lap, unless he invalidates. It's a 28.7 set to 1. See how it does in turn 8, 9, 10, 11 I think it is. I've not really got track map up at the moment. It's a 56.3 set to 2. This could be a decent lap here to set the benchmark from Seb. He could qualify on pole here. So it's going to be on provisional pole once he crosses the line, unless someone can beat his time. And we're just outside the 114s. It's a 115.1 from Seb. We've got Guzak legal then coming through turn 16 and 17. And he crosses the line and goes into the 114s with a 114.7. So the track's ramping up then so far in this Q3 session, as Dave Extreme goes P3 with a 116.1 and Velocity with a 117.0 P4. Be Oliveira to the line then. Goes onto the front row with a 115.165. He's 100th in front of Seb at the moment. Human beats though 1.2 seconds off Guzak legal in the Mercedes. It's not good, is it really? We'll go on board with Sezvin through set to 2, see what you can do for a set to 2 time. It's 56.7 set to 2. Sezvin to the line then. It's P6 at the moment with a 116.0. Yeah, Gamer then is going to cross the line next, and it's P5 over 115.9. Out qualifying Human beats at the moment in the Red Bull. Obviously, it's still all to play for in this Q3 session. We've got 6 minutes, or 6.5 minutes left of this Q3 session. We've got Sezvin now. I don't know if he's going again. He might be. But he's doing incredibly well here through the S section of sector 2. It's been a decent start from him as he starts swerving, so I think he's backed off, and he's 1.8 seconds down through sector 2 anyway. There's not much going on at Twitch Peak. The only man not to set a time lap so far is on his out lap for his first lap here, as he's just coming through stadium section. There's Twitch Pete then through turn 1 and turn 2 now. There's a 28.6 sector 1 as he locks up massively there through the next corner at the end of sector 1. As he finishes sector 2 now, and it's a 56.9 sector 2. As he locks up through stadium section again. And he's gone P9 with a 1:16.6. So P9 and P10 for Alpine then, at the moment. He's improving by 74 hundredths here is Twitch Peak. It's gone a bit wide there. I think he's gonna pit now, but we're on board with Velocity, who's what camera angle that is. Velocity, who's coming through now into turn 1. Looking to try and get a bit higher. He's a second off Dave Extreme in the McLaren at the moment. As drivers are just starting to come out for their final flying laps of this Q3 session. There's a load of people on out laps now. I think they'll all be cleared by the time Velocity in the Alpine gets to the line, because they're all just bunched up in turn 16 in the stadium section. Velocity then is improving by 6.4 tenths. I think this will put him in front of his teammate for the moment, but there's 1 minute 45 left of this Q3 session, plus any people that are still finishing laps once they cross the line. As Velocity's gone P8, he's improved by 9.1 tenths, a couple of hundredths in front of Dave Extreme. Who else have we got? Who beats using the RS? No, we'll go on board with B. Oliveira then. He's up by 4 tenths, B. Oliveira here. Through stadium section now. To the line, and it's provisional pole for B. Oliveira. 1:14.5. Will Guzak legal managed to be that time? He's only 1.1 tenths off, and he's only up by 92 hundredths in sector 2. Is he going to get held up by Velocity? And no, Velocity moves easily out the way. It's Guzak legal then to the line. What's it going to be? Foot all the way down then for Guzak legal, and he's behind his teammate by 50 hundredths. As Twitch Peaks finish qualifying then, so is Velocity. As it's a 1-2 for Mercedes at the moment. Let's see what Seb can do in sector 2. But he's down by 5 seconds. Maybe he had a mistake in sector 2 or 1 maybe. But Beats is improving here. He's P6 at the moment. He needs to shift his Red Bull up the grid a little bit. And he's done that nicely to go P4. Slots in behind his teammate on the second row of the grid then. And next across the line, it's going to be Sezvin, who's invalidated. But so, yeah, Gamer then, it's going to be the next one to cross the line. Unless he invalidates in the last 2 corners, then his lap won't count. But, foot down for Yeah Gamer then. P6 at the moment. And stays P6, but improves by 2 tenths. Dave Extreme to the line. Goes P6 and jumps his teammate. I think that's it for qualifying then. Because Viho's invalidated. Yeah, that'll be it for quali. So it's a Merc 1-2 then. But B. Oliveira on pole here in Mexico. So that's it for qualifying then. As B. Oliveira on pole by 50 hundredths, and then Seb just a tenth and a half behind, and the gap starts to fall right down 5 tenths to Beats in the Red Bull in P4. But we'll see what can happen in the race. And so we're under formation lap then. See what tyres everyone's on. Itech's going for the hards, everyone else on the medium or soft. We've got, how many drivers on the soft? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 drivers on the soft compound tyre. And everyone else on the medium. Or if you're Itech's on the hards. As the grid just starts to form. So we've got B Oliveira just slotting into that P1 grid slot. Why don't we use equal class? I'm not the owner of the league. You'll have to first of all join the league and ask one of the owners. I don't do that. There we go. Right camera angle. So it's fire lights. It's lights out and away we go here. That lights out and away we go. It's very delayed as I think I don't have a thing. Guzak Legals took the lead into turn, not even turn one on start. It's a brilliant start from Guzak Legal then. As Seb dives down the inside, he just gets left enough room, I think. Yeah, he's made the move and he's made it stick, but B Oliveira's got a bit wide. He might get the better traction. But what a start for Guzak Legal was B Oliveira and the Mercedes and Seb in the Red Bull battling, but Seb's made the move and he's got through. Got Velocity and Ferrari of Viho going at it, but Viho gets past Velocity there as Dave Extreme then looking to move up to P6. I thought he was going to dive down the inside there, a few of my beats, but didn't. Thought better of it. As Sezvin and Twitch Peak are battling at it for P10 at the moment. But I think they're okay as Sezvin has to back out. Coolio then on the Williams of Ty. Surely will make the move, but it takes pit for the softs. Interesting strategy in this race then. Obviously we've got 36 laps to come here in ERL round 8 here in Mexico as Twitch Peak locks up completely, and as he was trying to get past Border Bold but couldn't. This is a yellow flag. Perfect Pond is lagging all over the place. The grid's glitched then because Perfect Pond is not P20, it's P16. He's going to go round the outside, perfect pond here. Does he leave the Williams a tyre enough room? And he does. But they're going to go wheel to wheel, and he's just flew up in the air, and they've collided, and he's managed to survive without hitting any walls. DRS now enabled, and there's Sezvin span on the entry of the pit lane. B. Oliveira might come back at Seb in a couple of laps time. There's not really that many battles going on anymore. A couple of track limit penalties being given out as Coolio's been a bit held up here by a tie. And the Williams, obviously Aston Martin is a lot quicker than the Williams, when I can get the right words out. Coolio's got DRS going to try and go around the outside. They're free oppressed, and that was nearly a very bad collision as Sezvin, I think, has stayed in front even though he slid off the track, as I'm missing a little battle here for P4 and 5. Yeah, Gamer. And Human Beats going at it. Human Beats has got DRS. Might try and go around the outside here. Has he made it work? Yeah, Gamer leaves him just enough room, and yeah, Gamer's going to come back at him though. That's the wrong POV. Yeah, Gamer slides, and he's surely going to let his teammate through now. No, does Dave Extreme backs off. As yeah, Gamer's going to get the run down into turn 1 on Human Beats, but I think he's made it work, and he has. He's got DRS. Obviously, DRS can help so much in a race. As Seb is going at Cusack legal. This is a surprise. I don't think the Red Bull would be that quick, but he's made it work, and he's up into P1, sorry, but there's a safety car now because Coolio's crashed out. And he's parked it in the middle of the track. People just might want to take a bit of evasive action to avoid the Aston Martin has safety cars out then, so people might start thinking about pitting, but might stay out. There's a load of people diving to the pit lane. Jesus. Has Seb got a fresh set of softs? Or is the game bugging out again? I think that's softs. Yeah, it is. He's on the softs. A load of people on mediums now because they pitted. So, VB Thomas and the Alpha Tower is up to P3. Viho's up into P2. Gusak Legal back up into P1. quite a surprising choice from Seb there to chuck on another set of softs, but if it works then it works, so I don't think he'll complain if it works for him. I'm sure everyone's going to want to get underway as soon as. There's not much action obviously because we're under a safety car, but both the Williams drivers up into the points then, but obviously didn't pit, I don't think. No, both the Williams drivers haven't pit, but we're on a medium, so wouldn't really matter if they did pit. But we should be underway soon. Safety car in this lap then. So, Guzak legal. He's going to probably want to start going soon, as I think once he gets around turn 17 he will. And he's gone. I think he caught Viho by surprise there, as he's got a massive gap on Viho, but now will be VB Thomas, as he's going to surely get past Viho, and he has. But did Seb push Viho a bit wide there? Maybe it was just a little bit of contact, but Seb's up into P3 on those new set softs. Seb going to dive down the inside. No, he backs out of it, but he's going to get the switch back on VB Thomas, and he has. Ties an AI. TZ's going to get past him, and he has. For some reason the yellow flag is set to 1, now the yellow flag is set to 3. We've got a spinner, I think that was CC Esvin, who's going to pit, I think. Yeah, he's got end plate damage, he's going to pit, and he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding as well. The border bold Might try and dive down the inside. Sorry, around the outside. But no, he might get switched back. No, he won't. Stay behind Velocity. At the moment, his board slides just a tiny bit there. Seb's gone up to P2. DRS is enabled. His B. Oliveira is on charge to get past Viho, and he has. There's Seb now chasing down Guzak Legal, whose tyres are 9 laps old, and Seb's at 3 laps old because he pit under the safety car. Seb's going to get DRS on Guzak Legal here. He's going to try and defend as much as he can, but Seb's going to go around the outside. It doesn't make it stick, and they collide, or they will bang, but Guzak Legal stays in front. As we've got yellow flags everywhere. I don't know whether it's a glitch or what, but this is pretty weird. Seb's got DRS, but won't make it past. Guzak Legal, or as he has. I think Guzak Legal's going to try and get DRS, but no, he's got back in front. As I think Guzak Legal has played the ultimate game of trying to get DRS on Seb, as Seb's pulled off completely. I don't know what he's doing. Oh no, Seb's got DRS on Guzak Legal. Wow, that was weird, but we've still got yellow flags everywhere, but there's no safety car or anything. Unless it's not a V, it's definitely not a VSC. I don't know what I'm thinking. But Seb's moved back up into P1. Who's Gamer got DRS on? Because there's no one near him, I don't think. Which is quite weird. So not a lot happening now anyway. As Seb picks up a penalty. He's got 8 seconds at the moment. But Dave Extreme's got past VB Thomas in the AlphaTauri. DRS helped him a lot there. because Zitex decides to pit for softs and he's got a front wing change there. Seb's just lapping Ty now, and he easily gets past him. Show the pens. I will happily show you the pen. Jesus Christ! Didn't realise there was that many pens being handed out. Jesus! I haven't really noticed. Get a flag for something. Don't know why that is. Oh, Border Bold's got past Velocity. It's the P9. There's not much going on now then. DRS is helping a load of drivers get past people and whatever. With Viho's pit, see what tyres he's going on. He's going on the hards. Velocity might try and get past Border Bold here, and I think he's going to do it. He's got DRS, or he's got the help of DRS, and he's easily round him. But Border Bold. He's going to come back at Velocity here. He's not just going to let him run off into the distance. Going to try and stick with him for as long as he can. I think you'll see Goosehead Legal and VB Thomas and King Arthur start to pit soon. They've stayed out this whole race on their medium so far. Only ones that haven't pit. Borderball backs out of it then. I thought he was going to dive up the inside there, but didn't. As I said, that VB Thomas dives into the pit lane, I think he'll be going to the hards. As Borderball then's got the help of DRS and is easily past Velocity. Hi Forest. Hello mates. Hello mate. As Seb spun, who just lost a little bit of grip on them tyres, but Guzak Legal still stayed out on them 17 lap old mediums. This could be interesting. But McLaren running in P3 and P4 at the moment. Could be decent constructors points for them. Seb's dropped to P8 and is pit for the mediums. As Cryptic Sways pit for the hards. As we're riding on board. With Dave Extreme at the moment. Just behind his McLaren teammate, Yeah Gamer. Currently in P3 and P4. As Guzak Legal finally pits. Let's go for the hards. So it's a double podium at the moment for McLaren. As Dave Extreme, I think, has been let past there by his teammate. They don't want to be battling for too long, just want to get on with the race. As Dave Extreme moves up to P2 then. Yeah, Gamer. Obviously just dropped to P3. He's currently on 6 seconds of penalties. What happened to Seb? Oh, there's a lap car in front of him. As Viho's got past Seb after all that. That's quite interesting. Lapped car should have got out of the way there, yeah. I think, yeah, Gamer's got past him again. Past Dave Extreme again, yeah. Well, I think he got that pass, but whatever, whatever. Not much on track. Not much on track action happening at the moment. Just Airtex practically pushing along Man City in the Haas for the moment. Lap 20 out of 36 then. Well, about to be lap 21. Let's B. Oliveira crosses the line. So if B. Oliveira was to pit, he would come out around P7, P8. I don't know how long you need for a pit stop around this, that's just a random guess. Never done this track on a league race, I don't think. Well, not yet anyway. There's not much on-track action happening other than this little battle between Border and Velocity, which has been going on for ages now. It's like when one person gets, or when Border gets past Velocity, Velocity goes back at him with DRS, then Border gets overtook, and then Border gets back at him with DRS. It's a pretty interesting battle. Border bold. Picks up another penalty. So there's one driver in the grid without a penalty, which is Guzak legal. On them hard compounded tyre then. As Dave Extreme gets past Gamer again. Bit of nice team orders going on down at McLaren today, just letting each other through when one another's got DRS. Just so they're not battling for too long, holding each other up. Because they're trying to obviously secure a double podium in order to get some decent points. Seb, currently in P7 after pitting. It's going to get DRS on Velocity. He's on 15 lap old tyres, but Seb's only on 3. Oh, is this something going on? Set to 1. As Yuma beats Seb's teammate, who was just on about, currently in P10. Not been a great day for Red Bull so far. As Seb's practically pushing Velocity on the straight down speed of the Red Bull, and then fresher tyres are helping him so much as he gets past Velocity now and can now set his charge on to Border as I'll show the penalties now. 27 seconds from King Arthur. That's quite surprising. Gamer's got let back through by his teammate. So what, we're on lap 23 out of 36 now. And it's been a decent race. Especially when it's realistic performance. Cars that are quicker than the car in front are always going to be quicker in the straight line or whatever. Oh, is he gonna flag things back out? Oh no, it's going again. Seb's gonna surely get past Border as they bang wheels and Seb has to ride the curb. As Border gets past Seb, but Seb gets to switch back and they collide wheels again. Seb has to go a little bit wide and he leaves Border just enough room. As Border slides into the wall and that's going to be wing 9 and he's going to have to pit. So yeah, Gamer's pit for new mediums now. He's dropped back to P4. But it'll be a decent points haul for Red Bull. Sorry, not Red Bull, McLaren at the moment. The Seb's been overtook by Velocity again. Seb's practically pushing Velocity along again. Oh, as they collide and Velocity's been took out there by Seb. It's really ambitious from Seb there. I know he's the quicker car obviously, but that was a bit dumb. No offence to Seb there, it's just a bit dumb to try and go for a move there. He could have Just backed off, waited till he had DRS down the start finish straight, and obviously overtook him in a safe manner. Human Beats has moved up to P6 now in the Red Bull. As King Off has got another penalty, he's got 30 seconds now in the Williams. Seb's retired from the session. Safety car is out. That's put a spanner into the works for a couple of people. Dave Extreme now pits. Where's the tyre thing gone? Dave Extreme's gone for the softs. B. Oliveira's stayed out at the moment. Will we see a couple of people dive into the pit lane for the softs? Just like Dave Extreme. Only a couple of people opting to go for the softs then. We've got about 10 laps. Once the safety car goes in, it'll be less than 10 laps. So B. Oliveira does pit, he pits a lap later than anyone, well, anyone that was pitting anyway. There's Cryptic Sway stuck in the pit lane, that's a massive glitch. So we're under a safety car. Because it says 2 minutes in the it's fine. Okay. I wasn't really reading the chat. I'm just sort of looking at my phone because there's not much to commentate on at the moment because obviously we're under a safety car. So we're just waiting for a couple more cars to get to the pack, and then we'll get ready to go racing again. If Border pits again. Interesting strategy there from Border. Is he pitting for more softs? Yeah, he is. Hopefully we can get ready to go racing. Again, yep, safety car in this lap then. So we're going to have... I'll be on lap 30 once B. Oliveira crosses the line. I thought I should have cut the corner then. So once B. Oliveira crosses the line, we'll be going racing for 7 laps? I can't count. I think it's 7 laps. It's backing everyone up, look. Oh, Human Beats gets a 5-second penalty with a collision with Gamer. So B. Oliveira's got away very nicely here on his teammate Guzak Legal, who's on 10 lap old hards. Stay Extreme gets another penalty, so he's on 6 seconds now. Yeah, 6 seconds. There's a yellow flag sector 1. Perfect pond, I think. There's David Extreme catching Guzak Legal here, but we'll have to pull 6 seconds unless Guzak Legal gets a penalty or 2. So, at the moment it will be a P3 and 4 for McLaren, I think. Oh, the grid's just died. Oh, okay. Is it back to normal? Yeah, it's back to normal now. That was interesting. So Borderball pits. But it says he's in the pit lane, but he's actually driving around. Oh no, there we go, it's gone. DRS is enabled then. So Guzak Legal is going to have to defend from Dave Extreme here. As Human Beats picks up another penalty, so does Yeah Gamer. Both on 14 seconds each then. Twitch Peak pits. Guzak Legal gets a penalty. So if Dave Extreme did manage to overtake him, he'll only have to pull 3 seconds. Unless Dave Extreme picks up another penalty. Or whatever. So every driver has a penalty now on the grid. So Dave Extreme's going to get a massive helping hand from DRS down this straight, hopefully. See a little battle, I hope. He's got the slipstream. He's using all the DRS. He's got DRS. Will he get past Guzak Legal? I think he will. They're side by side, and I think Dave Extreme's just got enough room. He's got the inside line as they bang wheels, but he's got DRS as well. Does Dave Extreme? So he's only got to pull 3 seconds now from Guzak Legal. Obviously it'll be a very tough task for Dave Extreme to pull the 3 seconds because obviously it's realistic performance. He's in McLaren and Guzak Legal's in a Mercedes. But he's got the tyre advantage, does Dave Extreme here. But Guzak Legal keeps getting DRS and it's going to help him a lot down the straights. So Guzak Legal's going to get DRS down the start-finish straight. As Guzak Legal pulls out to the left-hand side, and he's got past Dave Extreme, who drops back into P3. Yeah, game is having to defend a lot here from Human Beats. There's a lap 34 out of 36. Twitch Peak might try and get past Borderball in a moment as they both go a little bit wide at the entrance of the stadium section. As Twitch Peak's going to get DRS down the start finish straight. Will we manage to get past Borderball for P11? We'll find out as he's going to try and go around the outside. A bit border bold, blocks off his line. But he's got the pace as Twitch Peak has to back out before there was a massive collision. But he's got DRS on border bold again here, Twitch Peak. Dive down the inside maybe? No, he won't. He'll stay behind. He locked up a little bit there as well. We're going to go on board with Human Beats, who's stayed behind Gamer at the moment, but he's going to try and go around the outside. That's a brilliant move. But no, Gamer's got past again, but Human Beats has got DRS. It's all kicking off now on lap 35 out of 36, but Human Beats gets left just enough room as they wheel bang. As here comes VP Thomas up the inside of both of them, and he's got past Human Beats, but we'll slot him behind Gamer as he's pushing Gamer along now, practically. VP Thomas has got DRS on Gamer. Oh, as they bang wheels, that might be some damage for VB Thomas, but we're on the final lap of this race then. VB Thomas surely got past Gamer here, but here comes Human Beats as well. He might try and dive down the inside of VB Thomas, and he won't. He'll stick behind. But Gamer's dropped down to P6 now. So, we've gone on board with B. Oliveira then through last couple of corners. Turn 16 now. Into turn 17. The Mercedes man wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Unchallenged really since he got past Cusack Legal, as Dave Extreme gets P3 after having more penalties than Cusack Legal, as Human Beats manages to get P4. Gamer stays P6. Velocity jumps to P4. Brilliant points for the Alpine team. So Gamer's dropped even more. King Arthur's in the points. Williams is in the points here. King Arthur manages to get in the points, but will he jump any positions? No, he won't. He'll stay where he is. Will Perfect Pond dump him out? Try and dump King Arthur out of the points as he starts slowing down and jumps to P8. Peter, this is going to be close, but I don't think King Arthur's going to drop out the points, but he manages to get 1 point. As I'm just going to wait for Ty and Twitch Peak to cross the line. Oh, sorry, just Twitch Peak. We needed to cross the line, and that's it. So it's a double podium for Mercedes, but McLaren managed to get on the podium here. Brilliant race from Merck. Bit of a poor race from Red Bull. Obviously, had one driver DNF and one driver only get P5. So that's going to be it from us here as B. Oliveira gets a 1-2. Well, secures a 1-2 for Mercedes, as I've just scrolled down for you now, Motorsport Archie. That's going to be it from us here then.